welcome to Chaplain's Moment Doctor's Call. Hey, believe it or not, I went to the doctor for a checkup the other day. I was in and out in 15 minutes. Favorite doctor's visit I've ever had. So that's what we want to make this in and out doctor's call. Why do we call it doctor's call? I call it doctor's call because Jesus said, for the sick. So I want to bring this to the sick. I'm one sick person coming to another sick person. We're all not healthy. Not in heaven yet. We're all not. So I wanted to bring this to you today. And we've been looking at prayers. Last couple of months we looked at the Lord, and there's different prayers in the Bible. In fact, the one I'm going to use today might be a little bit of a stretch, but I was reading this book that called it a prayer. It's Psalm 23. I'd like to read it to you first as a prayer. Lord, you're my shepherd. I shall not want. You make me lie down in green pastures. You lead me beside still waters. You restore my soul. You lead me in paths of righteousness for your name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. It's more like a prayer, is it not? Now, a lot of times we use Psalm 23 for funerals, but it wasn't supposed to be a funeral psalm. This wasn't one of the psalms that David wrote when he was down. He was very up. This is a psalm for everyday living. So let's start at the top. We'll look at verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Psalm 23:1. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. You know what this does? The first acknowledgement that he is the shepherd, that makes us what? A sheep. One of the sheep. That's what it does to us. Makes us one of the sheep. And that's the first acknowledgement. That's the first part of acknowledging who he is and who we are. You are the Lord. I am your servant. You are the potter. I am the clay. You are the potter. I'm the clay. You are the king. I am the servant. You are the father. I am your child. It's the acknowledgement. And that's what it does. Lord is my shepherd. It immediately is acknowledging him as shepherd and we as his sheep. So if he's the shepherd and we are his sheep, it says, I shall not want. Unfortunately in America, we be complaining as people on earth. We moan and groan after this. We moan and groan after that. But it says, I shall not want. Why? Because he's in control. Is he going to take care of his sheep? He sure is. It says let's see, John chapter 10, verse 14, I am the good shepherd. I know my own and my own know me. Just as the Father knows me and I know the Father, I lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep that are not in this fold. I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice. So there will be one flock, one shepherd. He says, you're my shepherd. And shepherd, if he's the shepherd and we're the sheep, we hear his voice. We should be attuned to his voice. Now listen, there's lots of voices out there. I had a friend one time who lost his job 2 years before retirement. He was mad. He called me and said, John, I need you to pray for me. I said, how come? He told me why. He said, but the real reason I need you to pray. He says, I'm hearing all the heathen voices that are inside of me. I'm looking for the voice of God. The voices that say you're not good enough. The voices that say you deserve better. The voices that say, what are they doing to you? The voices that say, I will seek revenge. Instead of, I'll take care of you. You're my sheep. I got you. You'll be okay. Yeah, you went a little awry, but I'll find you. I love Luke chapter 11. It's Luke 15. Where it says, how many of you, if you lose one sheep, will leave the 99 and go find the one? He says, but I will. See, the answer is none of you will. But I will. I will go find that sheep. And I'll bring him home to the rest of the herd. Because that's the sheep's only defense, is to be in a herd. It has no other defense. So the little lost sheep got there. And how does the little lost sheep get lost? It's busy eating its food and not paying any attention to the voice of the shepherd. Don't we do that? Don't we get working, playing, doing school, doing family, and all of a sudden we can't hear the voices of God? That's what happens. So, hey, he's the good shepherd. He will take care of us. That's what this prayer starts with. Lord, you're my shepherd. I really shouldn't want. Be content with what you got. Why? Because it comes from God. Hey, I hope this helps you today. And you pray, Lord, you're the shepherd, I'm the sheep. I pray every day. Something that effective. Lord, you're the shepherd, I'm the sheep. Lord, you're the potter, I'm the clay. Lord, you're the Lord, I'm your servant. And Lord, you're the Father, I'm your child. Help me to remember my position more than everything. Glorify yours. Because we're in the servant position. Are we not? We sure are. And that potter, that shepherd, he'll take care of his sheep. He always does. Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm going to say it's not easy at all. Sometimes it's very hard. But hey, he'll take care of you every step of the way. Just turn to him and follow his voice. As he said, my sheep hear my voice. Thanks for joining me today. Next week we'll look at the second verse of Psalm 23. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. Thanks. See you next week.